May the words of my mouth and the meditations of our hearts be always and everywhere acceptable to you, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. Please be seated. In those days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be enrolled. This was the first enrollment when Quirinius was governor of Syria, and all went to be enrolled, each to his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, from the city of Nazareth to Judea, the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be enrolled with Mary, his betrothed, who was with child. And while they were there, the time came for her to be delivered, and she gave birth to her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the inn. In this part of the story, of just 123 words, 83 of them are devoted to helping us understand when and where the birth of Jesus took place. And those 83 words are punctuated with the names of 2 Roman rulers, a reference to a census that was designed to guide the Romans in taxing their subjects, and 4 place names in ancient Israel, which help the reader to understand where Joseph and Mary were from, where they needed to enroll, and how they were related to David, the one-time king of Israel. If you have heard this story before, it is easy to let the story and the details wash over you, and even easier to miss the significance of where the story begins. But apart from Judaism, of which the earliest Christians considered themselves a part, no other religion on the face of the earth is this specific about God's activity in history. But why is the story so specific? Why is it focused on a particular time and a particular place? The answer lies in part with the conviction that God is the creator, and the allied conviction that God will not give up on his creation. Contrary to the popular belief that the Christian tradition is about somewhere over the rainbow, Christians rightly understand their faith not as something where we jet off from the world as so many shining points of light, but as people who will be reclaimed by God, and with us, the whole of his creation. And that reclamation cannot be affirmed at a distance. Abstractions won't suffice. So we need to know when, where, and how that process of reclamation began. We need to know where we are in that reclamation, and we need to know what our place is in God's redemptive work. The emphasis on the details means that we have a history with all the benefits that come with one. The story of Jesus has a long history, and it did not begin on the day he was born. It begins with creation. It was worked out in the history of the Jewish people, beginning with the lives of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, in Moses' care for the children of Israel, in the lives of David and Solomon, in the lives of the prophets, and finally in the life of Jesus and his disciples. And the truths of that long story accord closely with what we believe about God, our experience of creation, and our encounters with one another. That history provides us with a vocabulary that helps us to understand who God is and what God longs to give us. It provides us with stories that explain what it means to be made in the image of God. And it chronicles the dangers that we face if we ignore those truths about ourselves and about one another. Intuitively, we know that there is no hope for us if Jesus did not enter into our brokenness and forge a way through for us in his own body, in a specific time, in a specific place, in his body and in his blood. But there is still another reason that the story of Christ's birth begins in a specific time and place. And in short, it is this: if God is not anywhere in particular, then God is not anywhere at all. And conversely, if God is removed from our experience, our history, and in particular our brokenness, then to say that he loves us and cares for us is a mere abstraction. So in the birth of his Son, God picks a specific time and place to give love its fullest expression, bringing light into the world, giving us the reason to celebrate and to rejoice and to hope if we falter. We are more than 2,000 years and thousands of miles from that place. But the time and the distance from the birth of Jesus are not really the issues. The birth of Jesus is about the presence and the power of God. His life is a window into the true nature of our lives. His birth offers us the assurance that we are not alone. The promise that we are, in fact, loved, healed, and restored. And my friends, this night, I invite you to appropriate that message for yourselves. Let it fill your hearts. Let it give joy in your celebration. And let it shape your lives. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for listening. If you're interested in hearing our sermons in real time, you can check us out at our website, www.goodshepherdbrentwood.org, or attend online during our 10:15 Sunday live stream on YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Good Shepherd Brentwood. If you have any questions or comments, or maybe you'd like to meet with one of our clergy, you can email us at office@goodshepherdbrentwood.org. Or, if you're interested in visiting in person or have questions about our programs and services, you can text 615-637-3738, where you'll be contacted by our staff. We'd love to meet you.